What's up, YouTube? So this video is obviously a little different. I'm inside and not out in the garage. Haven't really made a lot of progress with the Beamer, so there's no video for it yet. And it was a little while ago, maybe a week ago, I took down one of my old videos, the Small Garage Organization. It had been demonetized for a tune that was in there that I didn't really like. And then when I removed the tune, it actually took all the audio out of the video. So I decided, well, I'll just take down the whole thing, redo it. I'll put some other music on there. I just basically shortened up the whole thing, and just to kind of clean it up a little bit, I guess. And then at the end of it, I'm going to throw in some pics of when I kind of did the small renovation on my garage to make it the way it is, because when I first moved in, I'm just coming up on my 2-year mark of living here. That garage was definitely not in the way it is now, and so just to give you an idea what I did to make it the way it is now. Mind you, that work isn't 2 years old, but I guess it's probably been about 1.5 years since I did all that work. And then yeah, we'll start off with the re-edit. The front of my garage is just scattered with all kinds of stuff, and so it's time to get some tools put away and cleaned up, and try and get that bench cleared off a little bit. And I've also I've got to pull the Forester around into the backyard because the insurance has run out on that, and I'd like to also run the Legacy that's in the backyard because it's been probably sitting for 5 or 6 weeks now, hasn't run. And I don't even know if the battery's gonna still have a charge or not. I really don't know. So yeah, I'll get set up in the backyard with the camera, and then we'll see if that Legacy will start after I get the Forester pulled around. Now let's see if the Legacy will actually start. The battery's been sitting for thinking like 6 weeks or something like that. There's some kind of power in it. The clock works. Turn the blower off, make sure all the lights are off. Let's see what happens. I'd say that's a pretty good battery. I'm just gonna let this thing sit and warm up. See, I really thought that it was gonna be need a boost, but anyway. So I'm gonna just let it sit out here and run, and I'm gonna go inside and start straightening some stuff up. He's had plenty of time to run and warm up. I can actually hear the fan running. Temperature looks good. It's definitely got an exhaust leak, but that's alright. I just really want the engine out of this car, so. That's it for this guy for today. Oh, better put that window up. Because knowing the rain here, it'll be like 3 inches of water on the floor. So I don't know how much you might have watched of the video. It's a fast time lapse. Obviously it's just me racing around cleaning up the garage, but you can see how much more room and just being organized, knowing where everything is and having a place for everything. You can pretty much just get everything up against the walls and have tons of room to work. And for having a small garage in this town, it's kind of a lucky thing. A lot of places can't even have a garage, they just don't have the room for it, and other garages are maybe even a little smaller than mine, and of course if I was to buy a much larger home, I would have a large garage, but it's just me, so I'm pretty lucky to have it, and I really appreciate having it. And obviously the Legacy runs awesome. It's a really good engine. I got that car because the guy that owned it ran into a guardrail, and he basically just wanted to get rid of the car. And it didn't have a ton of mileage on it, and I knew it had a good running engine, something I could use and intend on using. If it's something that goes years and years and I'm just not needing the thing, then I probably would sell it. It's definitely worth something, but I intend on holding on to it. So basically when I first moved into the house, there was no garage door on what was called the garage. So you can see in this first pic, there is actually no garage door, and that's what they called a carport, or classified as a garage, but just completely open in the front. And then as we go in, you can see where that wall is, and there's a man door there. Basically that's where I opened it right up into the back room to make it one great big open space. So I had to start chipping away a lot of plaster rock and cutting through some of the wire mesh to take all that basically out of the way to get to the framework and behind to cut it out. And I had really good support on both sides, so I wasn't really concerned about actually taking out that portion of the wall. And then further back into that back room, it was actually an insulated room, but kind of unfinished, left unpainted and stuff. So I organized it the way I wanted to and repainted everything. Took some of the old kitchen cupboards that they had left behind and painted them up black and stacked them, and got the bench placed and my toolboxes where they are, just to make it one great big large open area to work, so I could pull in a car and not have it right up against the wall. That wasn't going to be for me, and the way I have it now is absolutely perfect. So you can see I've just only put more and more stuff into it. Once all the lighting went in there, really made a big difference. You got to have good lighting in your work area, and even if it's not right close to you, something will go missing. You'll be looking all over for it. It's right in front of you, but you can't see it because the shadows have just taken it away from your eyes. So I kind of hope you guys enjoyed this. I'd like to thank all my subscribers and anyone else that's viewing any of my videos. Some people are commenting that they're getting good tips and it's helping them out in a situation that they're in, and that's kind of what the videos are there for. I like to show people the things that I know, and I can't show them in person. This is the best way to do it otherwise. So if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for me. Leave your questions and comments further down below, and I'll see you in the next one.